Hey Soul Family, my name's Shelley. Welcome to Healing Truth Tarot. Oh, this is a general reading for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And that would be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So if you have those signs in your chart somewhere, then this reading is probably for you. Or if you're a cross watcher, this reading is for somebody. All right, so the cards have been pre-shuffled as usual. I've meditated. I've done a little channeling, and we are working with 6 decks today. We are working with, first we're pulling 2 cards out of the Rider-Waite Tarot, then 2 cards out of the Crystal Visions, and then 2 cards out of the Meaning Tarot. And then after that, we will pull Healing Energy Oracle and a Daily Angel Oracle, a Daily Angel Message Oracle. And then the final card will be a card from the Del Toro deck. And in between there somewhere, we'll pull some words out of the word jar, my favorite thing. All right, folks. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. Do all those things. Hit the notification bell. If you would do those things, it would be really appreciated, and I do appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. All right, so let's get into the reading. I have pulled 6 cards out of the first 3 decks, altogether 6. So the first card we have is the Devil, and the second card we have is the 7 of Swords. These 2 cards absolutely go together right now. And I'm feeling this for most of you. This is in the past, something that's been gone on in the past. We did have the new moon in Cancer on Friday. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was feeling that. I actually thought I was losing my mind for a couple of days. Lots of stuff coming up and out. Up and out, up and out. That's what retrograde planets are for. That's what new moons are for. So the retrograde planets, by the way, and yeah, I'm having a hard time with the English language today, so I apologize beforehand. Pluto will be retrograde until October 11th, Neptune until December 7th, and Saturn until November 15th. And then in the middle of all that will be Mercury retrograde in August, most of August. All right, so let's get started. Again, the Devil card and the 7 of Swords. I feel this is past energy for the most of you because of those, because of that new moon, and because of the planets that are in retrograde. We've been blasted with a powerhouse of go in energy, go inside energy, reflect energy. And this is a scenario where either we do it or we're going to be forced to do it. So the Devil card speaks of people, places, and things, or ways of thought that we don't want to get rid of. Okay, that we're refusing to look at. We know that they're there. We're aware of them, but we are refusing to look at them because it's scary, and it is scary. Change is scary. Because up until now, we've had to work with our egos, and egos are based on fear. And those egos have kept us safe up until now. We do not need them anymore, and that is uncomfortable. It's uncharted territory. So I am also getting the sense that some of you have dealt with another human being who this card represents that human being. Spirit's telling me someone who has literally tried to hold you in emotional bondage. And the thing is, they think they're sneaking off and getting away with this stuff. But you have become painfully aware of what this person has done and the way that they are conducting themselves, and you are not going to tolerate it anymore. Even though we didn't pull the tower, there's a lot of tower energy here. Okay? There's a lot of, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Unfortunately, with these two cards, I'm thinking, yeah, not a bad thing per se, but the way it feels is awful. So Spirit is telling me to tell you that it's okay for you to set the boundaries, and it's okay for you to walk away. Whether it's a person, place, or a thing, it's okay. And it's needed, and it's necessary, because you're leveling up to a higher vibration. That's what the outcome of all these planets being retrograde is about, is leveling up. Again, things happen for you, not to you. Some things we manifest by the way that we think consistently, and some things life just throws at us, or the universe, or higher power, or your spirits, guides, and angels. Sometimes we have stuff thrown at us, and people use the word test. I don't think that's really the proper word to use here. Not a test per se, but an opportunity to go within. And I know you've been pulling a bunch of stuff out, especially air signs. We are all over that all the time. We're always in here. Always in here. And you guys have been at it like crazy. This has been going on for a long time. So the dawn of our spiritual awakenings as a collective started in 2012. But it started to kick into high gear in 2021 when we had the world crisis. Universe, or God, or Jesus, or Buddha, or whoever you believe in, warned us, smacked us in the butt, and finally we got kicked in the butt. We were told to slow down, and we didn't. So we were forced to slow down. And while this was an awful time for many people, it wasn't pleasant for me either, but while this was an awful time for many people, it was necessary. And I want you to know that if you lost somebody during that time, they're good, they're fine, they're okay. And that was a bold remark for me to make, but that's my belief system, is that it's not necessarily so awful for the person who's passed away as it is for the people that are left behind. So my sincerest condolences to anybody who lost someone at that time. And next we have the Six of Cups. I'm not going to linger on that. Six of Cups, this is the card of nostalgia. And this card, I think, is doing a double time, working double time here for us. First off, because we've been doing the better out than in, I call it, the purging and releasing of old thought patterns, old memories, old trauma, old drama, old chaos, because we've been doing that purging and releasing. That leaves room for us to start bringing in some better memories, fonder memories. Because even those of us who have lived the most horrendous lives and had the awfulest things happen to us, there's still something in our past. I call it, digging in there for the nugget. There's a nugget in there somewhere, and probably more than one, of something that was actually that actually made us feel good, is what I must say. So when we release all that stuff that we've been releasing, we make room for the better stuff. So, and also, on the other side of that is Spirit's asking me to tell you not to get stuck in, I wish it was the way it used to be. That's not going to happen. The way it used to be doesn't exist anymore. Even if you went back to it or somehow found the exact type of situation that you're feeling nostalgic about, it wouldn't feel the same as you think it would feel. It wouldn't feel as good as you think it would feel because you've grown. You've changed. You're shining brighter. You've progressed in your spiritual journey. And that wanting to return to better times or better experiences is happening because we're out of our comfort zones, big time. And I mean, it's normal to want to go back and feel some type of comfort. And Spirit is suggesting that you find a new level of comfort. Find a space just for you, a comfort zone just for you. Find something that you find comforting to do, and do it on a regular basis and make that your comfort zone. Because as a collective, we are changing. We made the decision to get ourselves together. We've made that decision. That could change. We might change our minds. I don't know. But we've made the decision to get ourselves together. So, in order to do that, we have to let go of the old paradigms. Mental, emotional, spiritual, world view, old. You know, we have to let go of the old ways of thinking and the old ways of doing as well. Because how we used to do it's not going to work anymore either. And if you think back on it, you've probably already experienced situations where you tried to do it the way you used to do it and it's not working anymore. So it is up to us to reach out to our guides and angels, or to Source, or God, or your higher power, if you have one. It's our jobs to reach out and ask for help, to ask for guidance. All right, so now we have the Six of Cups. I'm sorry, Four of Cups. I should wear my glasses. Four of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. Now we have the Four of Cups. Oh, all the pretty lilies. Yeah. She's satisfied. She's happy. Six is a balanced number, obviously. So she's feeling balanced and she's feeling grateful. And she's kind of in love with that cup in front of her. And it's overflowing with the lotus flower, and the lotus flower represents change. And it also represents stamina. So all this stuff from the past, and it may not be in the past yet for some of you. This is a timeless reading. Time is energy. Time and energy are fluid. So all that stuff from the past, or the upcoming past, is going to culminate into this. Satisfaction. That's the word we're looking for. Satisfaction. It's going to culminate into that. Oh, here we go. So, next we have the Three of Swords. Closer. All right. So, I think you got another round of people being dishonest with you coming at you. I mean, you'll have more rounds, but in the very near future, or it might be happening now, like a leftover. A leftover maybe that we forgot about, or a person we forgot about, and they come back around and they're exactly the same, and they're trying to do the same things they were doing before, And you, with the Temperance card, are putting your foot down and saying, no, I'm not having it. I'm not doing it. You're not doing it. Let me pull another card, because I want to get more into depth with that, you saying no, because I feel like that's not the end of it just because you say no. Yeah, it isn't the end of it just because you say no. But again, Spirit's telling you have the strength, and it'll sink in sooner or later to this other party. It'll sink in sooner or later. But I do actually see some of you having to pick up residence and move just to get away from it, because it just won't stop. That this second party will not stop. They will not leave you alone. They're just going to keep coming at you because they don't. It just doesn't compute in their mind that you're not putting up with their crap like you used to. In their mind, you need them. Oh, we can do so much better financially together. We can do so much better emotionally together. We're such a great pair. We were such a good team. No, you weren't. You were not such a good team. If you were, you'd still be together. So, yeah, you're going to need every ounce of strength, and also, because it is Cancer season, compassion. Everyone has a story. Everyone is the way they are for a reason, because of their life experiences. So try to find some compassion in that. Doesn't mean you got to take their crap. Doesn't mean you got to say, oh, okay, I'll do what you want me to, because I think you're way beyond that. I don't think that's going to happen. Doesn't mean you have to do those things. It just means that we can be firm and gentle at the same time. We can be firm and not nasty at the same time, even though every part of us screams that we'd like to tell this person what we think of them and tell them about themselves. Not going to get you anywhere anyway. So, the Strength card is there because you can handle it. You got this. All right, let's pick some words, people. Let's pick some words. Married, yeah. So this Devil card and this Seven of Swords, for some of you, it's going to be a past relationship. Not necessarily from this lifetime, but a past relationship, some type of karmic debt. And that might be the thing that you're having a hard time letting go of, is a past relationship. I mean, maybe you may be the person who can't let go of something with another human being, and you just can't seem to understand why. So you keep at it and keep at it. Doesn't make you a bad person, okay? It just means you don't understand it. The thing is, you and the other party, regardless of if the roles are reversed or whichever way you put the roles, you don't vibrate on the same level anymore. And the person who is trying to pretty much force the other party to accept their offer is afraid. They're afraid. I feel like there's, again, coming up in a lot of readings, I feel like there's a third party involved between you and the other person. And that somebody is struggling in the relationship with the third party, and now they want to go back to that nostalgia. Go back to not necessarily better times in this situation, but familiar times. because there's a certain level of comfort there. And again, that's not the way that's going to work. That there's not going to be a level of comfort because both of you are different. And neither of you is on the same page as the other. And that's okay. And just, that karmic debt, if it's coming from a past life, there are ways to cut the cord, the karmic cord between yourselves. And just one person can do it. It doesn't need both of you, and you don't even have to be in the same physical space to do it. As a matter of fact, doing it through meditation or visualization is the best route to go here, because we don't want to encourage the person who's not understanding no. We don't want to encourage them by deliberately getting in their physical space. And this person wants to be in your physical space, but you've blocked them in every way, shape, or form, right? You're not, you just don't want to deal with it because you've moved past it. So, again, compassion is key in dealing with this person who doesn't understand the word no. It's key. So, you guys got this. You got this. You got this. All right, let's pick another word. Disregarded. Yeah, they feel disregarded. They feel disregarded. And that's why, even though you don't have an emotional stake in the other person anymore, that you're not interested in being with, it doesn't mean that their actions can't hurt you. And I feel like they are trying to be hurtful. They're trying to get back at you because they're mad because you left them. And now they're even more angry because you don't want to be with them at all. You just don't want to deal with them. So that's how they feel as disregarded. And they're not, though. If they only knew how much space they rented in your head, they would not feel disregarded. And it's taken you a very long time to move past this, to move past that double energy, to move past it and break the chain between your emotional self and them. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort. And you're good. It would be moving backwards. And I already know, you don't want to move backwards. Short hair. All right then. We have the word short hair. Let me see if I can listen to what Spirit has to say about that, because I can get a visual generally. All right, so I see a female with short blonde hair, and I see a male with short dark hair. And that's all Spirit's given me. If that applies, let me know. Let me know. If that's you in a situation, you and the other person in a situation, short hair. That was weird. All right. One more word. Calling someone. Yeah, they're trying to call you. Again, so this is the same theme over and over and over with this reading. So for some of us, for some of you, it's the internal stuff that you're not willing to let go of, or unable to look at, or maybe not even are aware of yet. And for others of you, it's going to be the another party trying to get themselves back in your life. Okay. And this comes up for all the signs too, by the way. The calling, not those specific words, but on that line, the calling someone, the part where they're almost hurting themselves to figure out how to get a hold of you. You guys know who I'm talking about. A lot of you know who I'm talking about. The image of that person popped right in your head as soon as I said it. You know who I'm talking about. And and I know that you sit and wonder sometimes, did I call that person to me? No, they're sending you their energy. You weren't giving them a second thought. You moved past this. They're sending you their energy. They're trying to manifest you back. So they're trying to call. They're trying to message you or send you a message in some way, shape, or form. One more message from Spirit before we pick the Oracle cards and the last tarot card. In regard to the Three of Swords. And this is for some, not everyone. Someone from your past that has hurt you has, in their own way, not necessarily an actual verbal apology, but in their own way has made an apology. And they have maybe stuck up for you when you weren't expecting it at all. Maybe they put somebody in their place when that someone was talking about you. Maybe they did give you an actual verbal apology. Maybe they emailed you an apology or texted you an apology or did something through their actions to apologize to you. So, yeah, we get a lot of double meaning cards here because, it's different for everybody. Everybody's lives are different. So, yeah, some of you have been awed and slightly humbled by the apologetic action of another human being. And the bad blood was both ways. It wasn't just one way. So, Spirit says that if you feel that you need to make an apology, that is an excellent way to cleanse and release old juju. Okay? Now let's pick us an oracle card. Healing Energy Oracle. In God's Hands. I know you can't read that, so I'm going to read it for you. It's very small. No matter how I try to focus it, it won't focus. Let me read this for you. In God's hands, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. And that goes with our strength card. You've got the strength to bear this out, to move through it. Not around it, not under it, not over it. Through it. It's not going to go anywhere until we move through it. And next is the Daily Guidance Angel Oracles. And this is called What Do You Desire? Again, I will read it for you, teeny tiny print. What do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Yeah. New moons. Woohoo! New moons are beautiful things, people. All right. So, yeah. So, once those of you who haven't been able to bring yourselves to deal with an old paradigm or situation or person, once you do that, that's when the manifestation for your desires kicks into a higher gear. Not necessarily the highest gear. It might not come to you immediately just because you cleared up some karmic debt or you cleared up some bad juju. Okay. Universe gives us our desires when we're ready for them. And that may just be a piece in it, but it's a step in it, a step up. But it's one more step up than you were before you cleared that out. That's what I was saying. Getting that stuff up and out, that clears the way for other things, better things. Because you're not about latching on to chaos and drama anymore. You're done. Stick a fork in you. You're done. All right. Now, our last card, my beautiful people, is from the Del Toro deck for my fellow horror flick fans. Queen of Goblets. So, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Very interesting. Love these cards. All right, so Queen of Cups goes with the Strength card. Queen of Cups is very emotional, very loving, very nurturing. She is a Cancer, but she doesn't really say much. She speaks through her actions. She speaks through her actions. And this is what Spirit's final message is for this reading. It's a call to action to speak through your actions. Again, that compassion when you have to deal with whatever, whoever is coming at you that you just don't want to deal with. So, and compassion for yourself too, not just others. It used to irritate me. People would say, you gotta love yourself before you love somebody else. That's how I used to say it in my head. Before you love somebody else. And I'd be, oh, BS. But it's true. So, in order for us to be compassionate with other people, we have to be compassionate with ourselves. You've been through some stuff. Be gentle with yourself. I mean, while we're thinking, okay, everybody has a story, well, you have one too. There's reasons why people do what they do and behave the way they behave. Not making excuses. It's a fact. Our experiences shape us. Our opinions, the way we perceive life. Somebody could hand you, say, a heart-shaped cupcake. And if your experiences in your life have been someone messing with you all the time or offering you something and snatching it back, you would be wary of taking that cupcake from that person. And you might think, they're trying to do me wrong right now. Because you've been conditioned to think that way. But in reality, if we can step back and get some perspective, and actually maybe look the person in the eye and see, you can see a person's intention on their face. So if we can step back and look at a situation with some clarity, we might see that the person handing us that cupcake truly wants us to have that cupcake. Nothing more and nothing less. So, that's all I got. Thanks for showing up, you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. I want to hear what you have to say. You guys have a beautiful evening or day, and stay safe.